back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Brianna. Welcome to another vlog, a few days in the life, a little bit of a home vlog. We are spending the next 2 days just hanging out together. This might be a short vlog, might be a long vlog, but we will see what we get up to. First thing we will definitely be getting up to is I am doing laundry. I feel like that is the new thing on this channel where I am just always doing laundry. For some reason, I can never stay on top of it. We can never keep up, but I always find that Tuesdays are the day that we do laundry. I try to do laundry twice a week, but more recently, we've just been leaning into Tuesday laundry. So we're gonna be doing some laundry together because what else would we be doing on this channel? I feel like the last 3 vlogs, all I'm doing is folding laundry, but nonetheless, we're gonna hang out, relax, spend some cozy time, hobby time at home together over the next few days. So welcome on in, subscribe if you're new. We're a chatty little chaotic corner of the internet around here. So that is what we are gonna get up to in these next kind of few days vlog. One thing I do have to share is a book review. I won't do it right now because I'm getting ready to start the workday. However, I do have a book review on Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I really liked it. We'll talk more about it, but I have a book review in this vlog, and then also I need some help. So I am currently vlogging on the DJI Pocket Osmo 3. You saw in the last vlog that we unboxed it. I vlogged like a full day on it, and finally editing and watching the footage back, I have 2 thoughts. The first one is I don't know if I love it just yet. So I feel like I don't know if I love the colors and the sound, and I'm feeling just a little bit iffy on it when I edited the footage back. And the second thing is I almost feel like I don't look like myself. Now, when I vlog on my Canon G7X, I feel like it's not very wide. Of course, it doesn't have that like fisheye lens. However, I feel like I don't look like myself. I almost feel like I look so puffy, and I just feel like I don't look like myself at all in this camera. So I am going to challenge myself to vlog this entire vlog in just the DJI Pocket Osmo and see how I feel. I did film a short form, like up and down little Instagram reel on the Osmo, and that I loved. So I don't know if it was maybe just that day I didn't love the way I was looking, or if it's filming in 4K and it's picking up all of your girl's flaws or things that she doesn't love, but I just am having a little bit of a hard time with the Osmo. And all my creator friends said that it was going to be a little bit of a learning curve, and I was going to have to see really how much I loved it. I will tell you, love the size and how small it is. And for certain things, I do love the fisheye lens because I feel like I can have the camera a little bit closer to me than so far away. So it's definitely a learning curve. So if you have the DJI, again, I said it in the last vlog, but comment down below all of your tips and tricks, what you film on. Do you have the settings different? Like, I would just love to know. The other thing is that right now I'm looking at you guys, but when I look down here, this is the viewfinder or the actual screen. On the Canon, the screen is on the top of the camera, so I can look at myself sometimes and it doesn't buffer, but I feel like when I look down here, I look kind of crazy versus when I look up here, like with my eyes and stuff. So it's a learning curve, but needless to say, I am enjoying it. I know it kind of sounds like I'm going back and forth, but overall, I am enjoying using it, but it is going to be a little bit of a learning curve. And I also feel like we're having some gloomy weather here in New England, so maybe that's why I'm not loving a lot of the color and maybe the way I'm looking, but we'll just kind of take that piece with a grain of salt. But welcome to the home vlog. We're going to spend the next few days together, and we're going to vlog the entire thing on this DJI. Comment down below if you like the DJI vlog, if you like this footage, the sound. Would love to know from your perspective too. So cheers, let's have a wonderful few days at home, and I'm excited to spend, okay, can I even talk? I'm excited to spend a few days with you guys. So I'm on my lunch break, and I just got the best package in the mail, and I cannot wait to show it to you guys. So as I was sitting on the couch for my lunch break, because our front yard is on like one of the main drags, the postal service will just walk in our front yard to drop our mail and then go on to the next few houses that are on the street. And I realized that I was having a package delivered today and I completely forgot about it. And when I saw the postman, I was like, oh my God, I need to check and see if it's actually being delivered. And it was. Now, this is a very cool, fun find. So as you all know around here, big Disney fan, even more of a Sorcerer Mickey fan. Love Sorcerer Mickey. I've got on my fun little Disney crew neck today from our past trip, and I just love having vintage, fun Disney items in our home. And a friend of mine, Mackenzie, she runs a vintage small shop basically. So she will thrift and source all of these fun vintage Disney finds, and then she'll sell them on her Instagram page. I can have I think it's Main Street Vintage Code linked down below, her Instagram and her page. And she posted this on her story before it went on sale. And I said, Mackenzie, I will buy it from you right now, marked whatever price you want. Please let me buy that from you. I have been looking for it for months since we went on our trip with Caitlin and Austin to Disney World, because Caitlin has this and I'm a big Sorcerer Mickey fan and I've just always wanted it. I'd even seen it before that. And I got it in the mail today and I just tried it on and I am even more infatuated with it. And it is this old school Sorcerer Mickey vintage crew neck. It is all embroidered. So it's Mickey with his little Walt Disney World for the 25 years, which I just cannot believe that this is mine. It's in a size extra large. The reason I love it even more so now that I have it is this feels as if someone just took the tags off. The quality is amazing. This one feels like it's almost maybe been worn 2 times, if that. It feels thick. The quality is incredible and there's no holes. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I cannot be more excited. So thank you, Mackenzie, for letting me snag this from your small shop. I am so excited. Can't wait to wear it. And I've got to wash it too. And I told her not to wash it just because I feel like with my eczema, I like to make sure that I can wash my stuff in whatever our detergent is downstairs. But I'm so excited. I mean, can you guys even get over this? I'm at a loss for words because, like I said, I've been wanting a sweatshirt like this for so long. And if you saw my last vlog, yes, I have another Sorcerer Mickey kind of blue crew neck that I got from Sage and Sprout, which I am also obsessed with. But I'm just a Sorcerer Mickey kind of girl, and I actually have a few Disney sweatshirts that I'm going to be selling on Poshmark that I just don't really want anymore and don't really wear. So every time a new Disney sweatshirt comes in, one's got to go. So we've got to get rid of one because I just got this one. So it is time to go back to my desk. I'm going to crack open a crispy Diet Coke to get me through a little bit of the afternoon. So let's go grab a Diet Coke. We're going to go back to work for a few hours, and then right around 3:30 I want to make a decaf iced coffee, so we'll do that together. So cheers to my fun new vintage Disney crew neck. I'm so excited. And comment down below, do you have any fun vintage stuff that you love? I'd love to know if there's anything or like where you find a lot of your vintage Disney stuff. So let's go crack open a crispy Diet Coke. But I'm so happy with my sweatshirt. So as you saw, the crispy Diet Coke has been acquired. Also, I'm still learning the gimbal. It's not my 100% favorite thing. I feel like it's gonna take a little bit of a learning curve, but cheers. We've got my Diet Coke, so I'm gonna put that down. And I just realized that I need to go downstairs and flip the laundry. So we're gonna go flip the laundry before I head back for the work day, because I always try to do quick 5 minutes of flipping the laundry. I don't always fold it if I don't have time. Corey folded it on his lunch break for me when I had the first load, which I was very grateful for. So let's go downstairs, flip the laundry, and then we are back up here for work. And Corey's working too. Have you been on the new camera?
I have not been on the new camera.
Oh my gosh.
Hello world.
Corey, welcome to the vlog.
Hello.
Corey's working. This is the DJI. What are your initial thoughts? I keep looking at the viewfinder and not the camera up there.
I have no idea why, but my eyes are like adjusting to like the small
screen.
Oh my god, I'm like, wait a minute.
Right? And then you feel like you're so far away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's great.
what is the exact same spot of my kitchen all the time, and that is because I have the tripod in the sink, because that is really the only place that we have to kind of prop anything up in the kitchen unless I'm actually putting it on the countertop. So hello and happy Wednesday. And again, same old, making my afternoon drinks of choice. I just ended up making the Liquid IV sugar-free white peach. This is one of my all-time favorite flavors. My super favorite is the firecracker rocket pop flavor. That one's my favorite, but I made the white peach today, so I have my afternoon water beverage of choice, and then can't go to my desk in the afternoon with a little pick-me-up other than the Wandering Bear cold brew. I feel like I'm talking about this a nauseating amount. However, I just feel like I don't really have anything else to talk about other than the drinks that I make in the afternoon to get me through the remainder of the workday. So Wandering Bear cold brew, and I was like, it's just enough not to fit in the cup, so we'll save that for later on today for Corey, or even tomorrow for myself. Last night we had a super fun little impromptu game night, Corey, my mom, and I. We ended up playing Yahtzee. Right now, Yahtzee is my hyper fixation game. It's like the only thing that I want to play with Corey, and maybe because I just feel like it's so low stakes. I feel like, yes, you have to pay attention and there's a little bit of strategy, but not really, because it's kind of the luck of the dice that you get. So I feel like it's just such a fun, relaxing, low-key, low-stakes game where you can have conversation and you don't feel like you have to be super strategic or anything like that. So we are enjoying Yahtzee. We played a few weeks ago on our little weekend staycation to Mystic, Connecticut, and we've been basically addicted to it ever since. So we played that last night with my mom, which was so fun and so enjoyable, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing some more Yahtzee. Like I said, it's my new hyperfixation game, and I've just started out the workday. Not just started out the workday, it is in fact 2 o'clock. I'm rounding out my lunch break here and just bringing my afternoon beveraginos to my desk. I'm looking forward to tonight, and that is because my brother and sister-in-law are coming over tonight to play Catan, number one, but number two, we are making Crunchwrap Supremes. I made these 2 weeks ago at this point now, like earlier in the beginning of the month of April. They were so easy. It is the best thing that I have ever made. So I'm gonna take you guys along on making Crunch Wraps tonight. And then we're gonna have a Catan night. So my brother and sister-in-law and the kids are gonna come over. We're gonna have Crunch Wrap Supremes. We're gonna play Catan. We're just gonna lay low and relax. We were doing the Marvel movies, but I'm a little movied out. Like I kind of need a little bit of a break from watching movies, going to the movies, having movie nights. So just kind of wanted to put the movie nights on hold. And other than that, I told my brother and sister-in-law that I just did not feel like leaving the house this week. For some reason, I feel like we were just on the go all last week. Did anyone see that? All the extra, oh my gosh, powder from inside the pack. I don't even know what I was doing there, but either way, I just didn't feel like leaving the house. So do you ever get like that? You just want your own sanctioned peace time at home. Like I don't mind if people are here in my house, I just don't want to go to other people's houses. So I've got my afternoon drinks of choice to get me through the remainder of the workday. Liquid IV, white peach, little Wandering Bear decaf cold brew. This channel recently, because I'm telling you guys, I've been loving vlogging and I'm just having so much fun, but there's nothing special going on over here. We've got working Monday through Friday, making coffees, eating lunches, folding laundry, and I just like taking you guys along on life. So I hope that you're enjoying the fun little everyday life kind of vlogs, but it's time to go back to my desk and get some work done, and then I will see you guys at the end of the workday because I have a book review to give you from the Never Lie book by Frida McFadden, so I'm excited to share my thoughts with you guys on that one, and then we're gonna make Crunchwrap Supremes, we're gonna play Catan, and you know what we'll do tonight? We're gonna do my nighttime skincare because I feel like I have not done that with you guys, and I got one new product, riveting, that I wanna share with you guys that I've been enjoying the last week or so since the Sephora sale, so we'll do my nighttime skincare together as well. However, cheers to a lovely, another mundane day in the life. Love you guys, and now it's back to work. The the end of the workday and we're at the grocery store because I need to pick up ground beef and some rice for the Crunchwrap Supremes. We're gonna put the rice on the side. My favorite rice in the world is the yellow Goya rice that comes in the box, so we need to pick that up. Like I said, ground beef, and then Corey wants this Tabasco green pepper jalapeno something kind of a sauce. So we're at the grocery store. I'm gonna pick up a few things. My mom is on her way home from work and she was like, I can stop if you want me to. And I was like, you know what, Mom, like, you've had a really long day. I'm right down the street. Like, don't even bother stopping. Just go home and chill, relax, and I'll see you when we get home. So I'm at the grocery store now, and when I get home, I'm gonna give you guys my book review. I know I've talked about it, but I really liked Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I've seen a few things on TikTok where people are saying it's their favorite book of hers. Some people say they didn't really love it. Some people said it was so shocking they didn't even see the ending coming. So I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I will give a little bit more of an in-depth kind of review and if I would recommend that you read it or not. So let's head into the grocery store together, then back home for book review. Then we have Crunchwrap Supremes tonight and Catan. Just a standard little night at home. So I hope that you're liking the home vlog. So let's go in the grocery store and pick up these groceries. I am proud of myself because I went in and out of that grocery store without buying one additional thing that was not on the list. And let me tell you, I feel like I do that every single time that I go into a grocery store. One of my goals this month was eating through the fridge and not buying ridiculous things that we don't need grocery-wise. So I know that that was just a quick little positive note there, but just proud of myself either way. So now we are headed back home for a book review. Got my 4 little grocery things that I needed. So let's get home. Okay, we are back from the grocery store. And like I said, I want to give a book review of Never Lie, but first I need a sip of my liquid IV because for some reason I'm feeling out of breath from just running around. There is nothing better than ice cold crispy water with a liquid IV packet. It is truly a 10 out of 10 for me, but we are going to talk about Never Lie by Frida McFadden. This is my third book, definitely third, maybe even 4th book by Frida McFadden. My 2 books that I know for a fact I have read by her are The Housemaid and The Inmate. 2 of my all-time favorite thrillers, especially The Inmate. Part of me can't even decide if I like The Inmate or The Housemaid better, but they are 2 of my all-time favorite thrillers in the entire world. Now, I had a few people recommend Never Lie to me, and this book is basically about newlyweds Trisha and Ethan, and they're searching for the house of their dreams, and when they go to basically look at this house that is on the market, and the house that's being sold is of a psychiatrist named Adrienne Hale who went missing 2, 3, 4, however many years ago, and she was never found, and basically all these rumors came out that her boyfriend at the time tried to kill her, and she's a psychiatrist, and they get stuck in this house basically overnight because there is a big snowstorm there and they can't leave, and Trisha ends up finding these cassettes of all of Adrienne's past patients that she recorded her basically therapy sessions with, and it is told through 2 different perspectives, which is Adrienne and Trisha. So Trisha, who is the wife of Ethan, and then Adrienne, who is the psychiatrist. So I have to say, with all that being said, I love a thriller. I love Frida McFadden's writing. I find it to be so simple and so easy. And something that I really enjoy about the way that she writes is her storytelling. I find that I'm always wanting to keep going to figure out who done it. And sometimes I feel like in books, I don't, and they can just get a little bit stale or boring or redundant. This book was not like that at all. Once I got about 25% into it, I was like, you know what, we have got to finish this book. I need to see exactly what happens. And where I loved it, the ending was not as shocking to me as a lot of people were saying. The ending, yes, did have me shocked. However, the ending of some of her other books had me shocked even more. I would rate this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. The more I think about it, maybe even a 4.75. But when I think about a 5-star thriller, I think about a thriller that at the end of the book, I am absolutely scrambled eggs in my brain, can't even believe that those 2 things happened or that the ending happened. But this book, I would say 100% is definitely a 4.5 or a 4.75. So if you're in the market for a new thriller, I would recommend this one. And if you've read it, comment down below what you thought and what you rated it. I would love to know, or even DM me on Instagram. I'd love to have some more conversation about the book. Yes, the ending surprised me, but it wasn't like the best ending of a thriller. Well, I guess I can't even say that because I did really love the ending. I think I thought the book was gonna go in a different direction and then it didn't. So maybe it was just a little bit disappointing, but either way, I feel like I'm talking about it negatively. It was a really good book. It just did not live up to the hype for me personally. I like the other two books of hers that I have read just a little bit more. So now it is time to go and make some Crunchwrap Supremes for dinner. I am starving. I am ready for a Crunchwrap night. I'm so excited. So let's go make some Crunchwraps together. It's very, very easy. My family's here, so I probably won't take you through every step, but we'll just do some B-roll of assembling the Crunchwraps and just enjoying them. And then we have a Catan night ahead of us. So SparkNote version, never lie. It was really good, and I would give it, like I said, a 4.5 or a 4.75 stars. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, it was a really good thriller, and it was really good. So I would recommend it if you're in the market for a new thriller. So without further ado, let's go make some Crunchwraps. Happy Thursday. We are going to continue the vlog, I think, through today and maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just feeling like I want to vlog for a few more days, but good morning. It is Thursday. I'm getting ready for the workday. It's about 8:30, so I have about a half hour before I have to start the workday. So we're going to do some morning skincare together, make a smoothie, and then get dressed and get ready for the day. I feel like I normally share my skincare at least once every other month. Just, it's the same stuff, you guys. I have eczema, so I can't really try too many new products in my skin or incorporate multiple new products all at once. So we're just gonna do some morning skincare. I thought it would be fun. We could just chat and get ready for the day together. So first off, I have not done it yet. I need to do it now. Wash my face. I love the First Aid Beauty Pure Facial Cleanser. This is my tried and true. I absolutely love it. We bought, I wanna say, maybe a month ago now at this point, the La Roche-Posay Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. This one is not bad by any means, but it does not froth, and it is definitely super, super gentle. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I just prefer the feeling of the First Aid Beauty over this one. So I use this one about 2 to 3 times a week, but then this one I use when I'm like really feeling like I want to clean my face. And so today is going to be that day. So we're going to use this one. And then once I actually finish washing my face, we will put all my skincare on together. I always say to Corey that my favorite thing in the entire world is washing my face. His favorite thing in the entire world, or favorite part of his kind of morning routine is brushing his teeth, but I feel so clean and so refreshed and rejuvenated when I wash my face. And I don't know why, maybe it's because of the eczema, and I feel like I always have dry, kind of cracked skin, so I feel like when I wash my face, I almost just feel like this sense of normalcy on my skin, if that makes any sense, literally at all. Okay, now let's get into my skincare. First up, I use the Facial Radiance Pads by First Aid Beauty. These, absolutely obsessed with. I just bought the ginormous, really big one during the Sephora sale because A, we only have one left. Corey and I both use these, but I just love the way that these feel on my skin right after I wash my face. The other thing is I almost feel that they bring a little bit of moisture back to my skin before I'm about to put all the products on it. I don't really know why or how to explain it, but they're very cooling, very soothing, and I don't know, I enjoy them. Do I think they make a difference? I would say so. I feel like for the most part, because I don't exfoliate too often, maybe once a week, if that, I feel like these just do a really good job of getting any of that extra kind of yuckiness off my skin, and I feel like they just give a really nice glow. So the First Aid Beauty Radiance Face Pads, love those. And then after I do that, I go in with the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum. This I really like. It is definitely pricey. Do I think it's made a difference in my skin? I would say absolutely. And the reason I can say that is because all around my mouth and on my eyes, I've always had really big eczema patches, and it always leaves almost like a little bit of I don't want to say a scar on my skin, but some pretty big discoloration, and this actually helps with that. It's a brightening dark spot serum. I've been using it for about, I want to say, a year. So I started using this last January is when I really started using it because I wanted to see if it would take any of my spots away for the wedding. And I can say with 100% certainty that where that is the most expensive, I think, product in my skincare, I will always repurchase this. I absolutely love it. And then next I go in with the Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum from Drunk Elephant. This has been a tried and true of mine for years as well. And then it became really popular on TikTok and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I said, listen, okay, let's keep the other products off of the, social media because then I'm not gonna be able to find them anywhere. But this I really like. Again, I just feel like it hydrates my skin well. And with eczema, I need all of the hydration in my skin that I can get. And then I do have two new products in my skincare. The first one, I just started using this 2 weeks ago when I bought it during the Sephora sale. This is the CEO Vitamin C Brightening Serum by Sunday Riley. I had some people on Instagram and social media, TikTok and whatnot, talk about this. One girl in particular, Mads, she's actually from Connecticut, which is so funny. She actually lives relatively close to me. And we talk here and there on social media. She's a really cute girl, and she was talking about this and how it's her absolute favorite kind of like holy grail product. And sometimes I feel like when the Sephora sale comes around, you're kind of just rummaging and spending all this like crazy amounts of money, and I just like really didn't want to do that this year. So instead I just bought 2 to 3 new products, and then everything else was just a restock of what I needed. This was one of the new products. I can't say if it's making a difference just yet because it's only been 2 weeks, but I can tell you that I love the smell of this. It literally smells like an orange, a Florida orange. It smells absolutely amazing, and I love the way it feels on my skin. So we will see how this works. I don't actually remember how much this one was. Maybe it was 50, maybe it was in the 40s. I don't exactly remember. They didn't actually have prices, so I just bought the smallest one because I wanted to see if I even liked it to begin with. So that's one of my first new items. Next, I go in with my tried and true First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. First Aid Beauty, if you're watching, which I know you're not, let's work together, okay? I have been the biggest First Aid Beauty stan for years because it is the one thing that I feel like, A, helps my eczema so much. I never break out with anything First Aid Beauty related, and everything of theirs I have loved. It's been just my all-time favorite. So I go in with a lot of moisturizer. Again, dry skin, it's the winter, I've got eczema, so I like to just make sure my skin is very moisturized. And I like this because it doesn't really have a smell and it's safe for sensitive skin. And again, I feel like sometimes you see a lot of face lotions or moisturizers that are just really smelly and very fragrant and just not great on sensitive skin, but this one is like my all-time favorite. Also, bring your skincare down your neck. This is your reminder, bring your skincare down your neck. I'm also getting a pimple, and I knew my head hurt yesterday and I couldn't figure out why. And that's because I'm getting a pimple/zit on my forehead. Is there a difference between a pimple and a zit, or are they just the same thing and they have different names? Either way, Ultra Repair Cream. Then I go in with my sunscreen. I wear sunscreen every single day, every morning. It's a part of my skincare. I've been doing this for probably the last 2.5 years, and it's something that I have just learned you should be doing every day. So always wear your sunscreen. I use the Summer Fridays Shade Drops, I think. I really like this one because it doesn't leave any kind of weird cast on my skin. It doesn't have like anything super shiny. I would say it's a little bit more matte. Not really that it's matte, but I feel like it dries really well. And again, it doesn't leave any kind of a white cast. And I really, really like this one. Again, I feel like it's good on my skin, and sunscreen's important, so it does the job of sunscreen. And then next, I totally forgot as I was going through this, but I use this Skin Fix Barrier Eye Treatment. This is brand new. I just got this in the full size during the Sephora sale. I really like it. It's really cooling under my eyes. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to apply an eye cream, but I just kind of go under my eyes, a little bit down my nose, and then into the bridge and into my eyebrows. Again, I would love to know if you use an eye cream, can you tell me why or what are the benefits? I've been using it because I feel like sometimes with my eczema, it's really dry around my eyes. So I was trying to see if I could use a really nice kind of skincare brand. And for some reason, I have this in my brain that Skin Fix is really good for eczema. Like I think they have a lot of eczema products. So I feel like this is pretty safe around my eyes. It's very cooling. I really enjoy this eye cream. I've only had it for about a week, so I'm still kind of testing it out. Again, I don't know if eye cream is something I'll keep in my routine forever because I don't know the benefits, but they say that the underneath of your eyes is the most sensitive part of your skin and the thinnest, so you should be giving it some sort of extra love. So the Skin Fix is what we are using. So that is my little morning skincare, everyday skincare. I would say the only thing that changes if I wash my face at night is I like to use this Drunk Elephant serum, but I never buy it in the big size for no other reason other than she's a pretty penny, so I just get it when I have my little Sephora minis. So now it is time to brush my teeth, do my hair, then we're gonna get dressed and start the workday. But I hope you liked this fun little skincare segment because I feel like I haven't shared my skincare in a little bit. And again, these are my only 2 new products. First reviews on them. This one I really love the way it smells, love the way it feels on my skin. And then the eye cream I really like, but I would say sometimes during the day, I almost feel my eyes getting a little bit tacky. So I'm wondering if I'm just putting it on incorrectly. So help a girl out. But these are my 2 new products I just got from the Sephora sale and I'm enjoying them, I would say for the most part so far. We are ready to start the day. I did a nice little slick back ponytail today. Let me tell you, after about the second day of wearing my hair down, I get overstimulated and I want to get my hair out of my face, which is why I feel like I love the slick back bun or the ponytail because I just like my hair out of my face. I feel like I could do some half up, half down hairstyles. So if you have any girlies on TikTok or Instagram or even YouTube that do like fun hairstyles, I follow a few, but I feel like I just always want my hair out of my face. So a slick back ponytail is normally the way that we go, but I made my smoothie of the day as you just saw, and now it is time to start the workday. I have a lighter workday today for the first time in what feels like forever, so I can finally just get my admin tasks done during the day without feeling like I have to be struggling by the end of the day to get it all done, because I only have a few little meetings today, which thank God, I am so excited for a little bit of a low-key, get stuff done kind of work day. And it's a Thursday, so it will mean that it will set me up for a really good Friday as well. Tomorrow I have a little bit of a busier work day, but today not as much meeting heavy, just a lot of stuff on my admin kind of to-do list tasks to get done. So cheers, let's try this smoothie this morning. It's definitely not my biggest. I was making it in the blender and I kind of said to myself, oh, you don't really have a lot in there. Oh, but it's good today. My favorite fruit blend, as you saw, was the one with the pit cherries in it, and I used the mixed berry yogurt today in here with the almond milk. This is probably my best one of the week. So cheers to Thursday. Let's go start the work day. We're always working around here. Okay, fun smoothies, skincare, slick back hair. That's the morning around here. So cheers, and let's go start the work day. Oh, did I not charge my headset last night? Damn it. Well, hello everyone. I am standing in the same spot, so you know what time it is. Iced coffee time. It is 3:19 and I have about an hour and a half. No, what math am I doing? About 2 hours, yeah. So like hour and a half, 2 hours left of the workday, and I need, as usual, my little everyday pickup. A little decaf though today. I was thinking about doing caffeinated, but I kind of decided against it because I was like, I don't know if I want caffeine. I feel like I'll be up kind of late, so I decided against a caffeinated iced coffee today, but I might come back in and make Corey an iced coffee depending on if he wants one today. But little bit of a check-in for today. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear the noise outside. Our lawn guy that cuts our grass is outside cutting our grass and chopping up our leaves because it's spring, so you gotta get that stuff done. So he is in the yard getting all of that stuff done and cleaned up and organized for us. I always laugh because sometimes I hear the noise in the backyard and I don't know if it's coming from our yard or the neighbor's yard or like a yard near ours. And I looked right out my window when I was working today and all of a sudden I saw this guy driving past on a mower and I was like, oh, it's the guy that's cutting our lawn and getting our stuff all organized in the backyard. So we're having that stuff done today. What else is new? Do I have anything new? All I know is that tonight I am itching to start a puzzle. I feel like I have been obsessed with my phone recently post work and it's just annoying. Granted, I like having scroll time and I like having a little bit of doom scrolling. I don't think it's the worst thing for you, but last night I got in bed around 8:45, 9 o'clock, and I said, I'm gonna scroll for a few minutes and then I'm gonna get in bed and watch some YouTube because I feel like I have a lot to catch up on. And would have you known, or would you look at that, it was 9:45 or 9:50 and I was on my phone for a full hour and I was so mad at myself. So I am challenging myself today to start my puzzle. It's this really cool, almost looks like a VHS Little Mermaid cover. So I'm gonna do that with my mom tonight and into tomorrow and the weekend and just relax and have some puzzle time instead of some phone time. So we're gonna do that. And also riveting content around here, I know. I got another package in from Old Navy, so I can do a haul if you guys want to see it in this video. I know in the last 2 or 3 you would have seen a big Old Navy haul, but I ended up getting like a double super cash, so I ended up getting even more stuff for another like $50 or $75 of stuff that was sitting in my cart that I was waiting to go on sale and waiting to come back in stock, and I caught it and I was so excited. However, the reason I say that is during the day today, thank God I checked my app because it quite literally got delivered to the neighbor's house. And if I didn't check the photo delivery, I would have had no idea where it had gotten delivered to. So that's the riveting content. I'm gonna do an Old Navy haul of the few things that I did pick up. What else? We're having our grass and leaves taken care of in the yard. I'm working. That's it. That's all she wrote. So I'll do a little Old Navy haul post-work today. We'll cook a nice dinner together, start our puzzle, and have some quiet time. But cheers to a fun little just relaxing at-home vlog. Hope you're all enjoying all the fun little at-home vlogs recently because we've got nothing else going on. But I'm just really in the mood to vlog. So the vlogs are just going to keep coming. Whether that's riveting content like the same iced coffee every day and my neighbor getting my Old Navy packages, or the lawn guy in the yard, okay? We've got it all going on around here. So cheers, and let's go back and finish the end of the workday. It is the end of the workday. 5 o'clock is finally here, and we are about to get into my Old Navy big haul that I just got in the mail. And when I say big haul, it's not ginormous, but it's definitely some really fun new spring and summer pieces. Like I said before, I ended up having an extra super cash to kind of burn through, and there were a lot of good sales, and these were actually things that I wanted originally, but they were out of stock, so I'm really glad that I could finally pick them up. So we're gonna go through everything together. I'm not gonna try anything on just because it's a little chilly today and I'm not feeling in the try-on mood. However, I can have everything linked down below and the size that I got it in. So this is the white little cropped tank. I really like this. It's kind of, it might be see-through. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna have to try this one on, but I'm looking for just a cute little basic white tank to be able to throw on. Now, the hard part is finding a white tank top that is not see-through. So that's gonna have to be a maybe. And then this tank top I already know that I absolutely love, and that is because I got it in, I think, black and gray last season, and I absolutely love it, and I thought this was such a fun color. It's this blue high neck ribbed little tank top. I absolutely love these. They are so soft, so comfortable, and they wash really well in the washer, and then they dry well as well. This is a small, and I'm almost positive that these were like $8 or $5 when I went to order them. Next up, I think this is my black sweater or black blouse. Oh, yes. Okay, I remember. I was like, I can't put my finger on it. I got this really cute little black jumpsuit little romper. I love being able to have outfits like this where you can just kind of throw it on and dress it up if you want to without having to pick a top and a bottom. So I love this. And again, I feel like it's very versatile. You can use it as a beach cover up. You can dress it down. You can dress it up, whatever you want. So picked that up. And then next is all bottoms. First, this was a little bit out of my comfort zone. Like I told you before, I'm trying to experiment with some color, and I always see the girls, the Disney girlies, wearing really cool graphic tees with some bright colored shorts. The boxer short trend is really big, but I don't always find myself gravitating towards a boxer short trend. So I feel like even this with a little oversized white t-shirt is cute. I also saw my comfort creator, Ken Craddock, on TikTok buy these. So when Ken Craddock buys something, I buy something, okay? And it's these red, they almost kind of remind me of varsity little cheer shorts when I was a kid. Comment down below if you were ever a cheerleader and these kind of give you that rollover vibe. So I got these in a medium. They're a 5-inch inseam, and then if you roll them once over, they have the little drawstring as well. I just feel like these are so cute and fun with a little oversized white t-shirt. So I picked those up. Next in the shorts category, this was more of like a workout comfy short. However, I don't really have any navy colored shorts like this. And again, with just a little white tank top, they seemed really soft. These are the high rise 3.5-inch seam power soft shorts. Loved the cut of these, a little bit more on the shorter side, but I feel like in the summer with just a little workout tank or something, if Corey and I are going on a walk or just to throw on a Friday, I really liked them. And again, I really want to start working out, playing pickleball, moving my body in the spring and summer. So thought a new pair of shorts would hopefully kick my ass into gear and get me actually on to the physical movement of my body train. So now I have no excuses. Next are a pair of high-rise denim shorts. Now I have my two favorite pairs of denim shorts in the entire world. One is from H&M. I got them for maybe $20, maybe 3 or 4 years ago at this point. I always get asked where they're from. They're from H&M. I can't link them. I don't even know if they make them anymore. And then my second favorite pair is I think they're the dad shorts or the Curve Love Abercrombie shorts. I'm obsessed with them. I saw somebody post about these and they looked and kind of gave the exact same vibe. These I got in a size 4. They are the high-rise baggy jean. They definitely look like they might be a little bit big on me. I got them in a size 4. Normally in Old Navy bottoms, when it comes to denim or jeans, I can range between a 2 to a 4. I had a pair of jeans a few years ago that were a 0. I can tell you I am nowhere close to the 0 anymore. However, these 4s, I kind of like that they actually might be a little bit baggier. So I'll have to try these on. Now holding them up to my waist, honestly, I feel like they're going to actually fit perfect. So 4 it is, and I'm actually really glad that these are so soft. And they do have they don't really have a stretch, but they're soft. I was going to say, are they stretchy? But not really. So I picked those up. And then the 2 things that I actually got mainly for this haul were these pants. Again, I saw Ken Craddock on TikTok purchase these. Obsessed with them, loved that they were colorful, loved that they could also be of neutral. So as you know, I'm trying to get into my orange era because I really like orange, and they had them in a small. They were sold out forever, and then once I saw that they came back, I bought them instantly. And they are these orange long linen pants. I think that these are adorable. I can't wait to style these with either a bathing suit, little white t-shirt, something. I feel like I could dress these up even to go out to dinner. And again, I just love that these are not your standard white and orange kind of stripe. Something that's different, a little bit of orange and yellow, which I loved that was different. And then I did the blue and white stripe because why would I not get anything that's not blue and white striped? It is my hyper fixation currently. Orange and blue, I feel like, are the 2 colors, and green. Right now are the colors that I am absolutely gravitating towards in my life. But then I picked up the same pair of pants in this blue and white stripe. That stretch is going to be so nice after a dinner or when you're going out and about or you're on the beach. I just love them. And again, the long line linen pants, I just think these are absolutely adorable. So I got everything here for, I think it was $100 after my super cash, maybe even 90, I think it was. So I got 2 pairs of pants, 3 pairs of shorts, a romper, and 2 tank tops. And for $100 or $90, I will absolutely take it. So I'm going to try these on, not right now because I'm just, like I said, it's a little chilly and I'm not really feeling like trying stuff on right now. However, really glad with everything I got, and I can let you know in a future vlog if anything kind of fit well. Maybe I'll do a little haul for Instagram. However, it is time to spend some time decluttering this closet behind me. It's been on my brain almost all day. I feel like I just need some time to put on a podcast, take everything out of my closet, and just get it in a really good spot and really organized. So I'm gonna put the camera away because I'm gonna let it charge, because there's one thing about the Osmo, this battery she does not last, okay? I feel like I've had on the little batteries all day, and every time that I go to open it, it's like low percentage or it's red, and so gotta figure out what's going on with the battery life, but I need to charge this camera. So I'm gonna clean out my closet, and then we are going to have dinner together, do a puzzle, relax this evening, and I hope you're enjoying this fun little home vlog. I'm gonna turn the camera off, like I said, and now I'm just rambling, but gonna clean my closet, and then it is time for dinner.